Hello, Cancer. Thank you for joining me here in beautiful Tennessee. It's lovely. The weather's great. My desk gets a little crooked. I fidget so much. There we go. I think that's good. There we go. Got enough room. I have lots of cards on the table because I've been reading two tarot decks for each person just to see the consistency between both decks. And it's been very interesting. The story is the story. You can't make it up. The cards tell the truth. How I interpret is, what comes through and what I feel and the signals I get or the messages I get from the pictures or the words, whatever's popping out, or sometimes it's just an image that I hear. And I did hear a wow, like wow, Cancer. I didn't hear that from any other sign yet. A couple of signs had powerful readings, but for you, it was like wow. So let's see what the cards have to say for a Cancer, and it could be Cancer anywhere in your astrological chart. Let's see what's going on. I hesitated. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underlying energy. The Knight of Earth. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. The Knight of Earth is a good card to get because they're not going to let you make a mistake. They make sure that you catch the details. So if you're in the middle of a contract or building something or designing something or writing a song, or they don't let you miss any of the details, though they might drop something on your head. But you pay attention, let me tell you, you will. And that deck was the During Virtue Radley Valentine Angel Tarot deck, and this is, I might have the title wrong, it's the pretty blue deck with the silver edges, and this is the Pulp Tarot. I forgot the author of this deck. It's been out of the box for so long. I take certain decks out and I use them for a while, and then I put them back in timeout, and that's when I get reacquainted with their authors. Until then, they become part of my family here. I always keep crystals on them, and I like the sun and the moon to shine on them through my window here. So I have 5 from each deck, and that's what we're going to do. Underlying energy, the Hierophant. Ooh, this is big, strong energy. It could be a lot of things depending on what your read is doing. For this, I don't feel it's the church per se. I feel it is a big organization or a big company or a big group of people that have something to say. They're important to you. So I can't wait to uncover this story. The Moonology cards for the full moon. This next week is the full strawberry moon, or the pink moon they call it. It's when strawberries are harvested, which I thought they were harvested in July, but I guess they're harvested in June. So moon, it's been so long. I picked strawberries when I was like 6 or 7, and I got a huge rash all over my neck. So, and that was a few years ago. Actually, I don't even think I can count that far, but here we go. What advice do you have for Cancer? Ooh, it's a big one, huh? Who do you need to release? Not what. Oh, no, it is what. Whew. I was like, who do you need to release? Oh, God, I hope they're not married. What do you need to release? Well, it could be a husband or a wife, but let's hope not. Hopefully it's something like fear or worry. What do you need to release? Underlying energy. Look at the bigger picture. Oh, maybe it's judgment you need to release. Because if you're focused in on something and you're upset about it, or you're intense about it, sometimes it's because you're only looking at all the things that are wrong or not working, and they want you to look at the bigger picture. And when you look at the bigger picture, you usually find it easier to forgive, forget, release. What do you need to release? Let go. Okay, maybe it is fear, worry, not trusting. Let's see what the cards say. Excuse me, I'm going to grab a little bit of water. I've had bronchitis for so long now, it's like my head is spinning. King of Water. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. King of Water. Now it's interesting, Cancer. You could be the King of Water because you are a water sign, or this could be a king coming into your reading. And if it is, this is a good energy. It's strong. It's accomplished. Usually not self-righteous, but sure of themselves. Okay, very sure of themselves and measured with their words. They don't. They're not playful or usually maybe a little sarcastic, but not really teasing like a Sag or an Aries would be, or a Leo. So interesting. King of Water. And the Moon. So the King of Water on top of the Moon. The Moon is looking within. Maybe there's something hidden here. Let's see. Queen of Earth. So I have the King of Water and the Queen of Earth. Now, I happen to be the Queen of Earth. Not, for everybody. I'm a Pisces, so I'm Queen of Earth because I'm of a certain age. The Queen of Earth and the King of Cups, interesting, together. Now, you could be the King of Water. Actually, I'm not the Queen of Earth. I forgot this is the different tarot deck. This would be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And this is a good match. So perhaps there's someone coming in, or perhaps it's just the energy. If it's someone coming in for you, King of Water, this is a good match because they're very grounded, whereas you are more dreamy, right? You're more go with the flow. They're more, let's make a plan. Let's figure it out. Let's get it together. So this does make a good, one is good with making plans and imagining and dreaming and putting the things out to the universe. And the Queen of Earth is good about, well, let's save X amount of dollars so we can actually do that. They also have a great way of keeping the calm, keeping the peace, keeping the balance in life. So I like that. The Queen of Earth. Underneath the King of Water and the Queen of Earth is the Moon and the Five of Wands. This is the first read with the two different decks that I've actually gotten like a very different vibe from each row. So this is going to be an interesting read. I think you're going to get a lot more information, more of the story, so to speak. So the Five of Wands is like, yep, it looks like there's somebody coming in. They're telling you to make sure you make time for this person. It may be challenging because there are, you have to stand up for yourself. Okay, you do. You have to stand up for your opinion. You have to stand up for, hey, spend some time with me. Never mind working extra hours. I need some attention here too. So this is like looking within, staying true to yourself, feeling out what it is you really want, trusting your gut, your heart, and then standing up for yourself with others, and only get involved in drama if it's like a personal attack on yourself. Other than that, if someone is trying to create, gaslight you, don't even be like this rock. Just there. That's it. Be the rock. Life experience. This is huge. Life experience. Archangel Shamuel is here to tell you that a significant life event is about to happen. A powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. So I've got the King of Water with the Queen of Earth and this beautiful new life experience. Something in the relationship is changing, something in the workplace may be changing, or where you actually live may be changing, okay? But you have to make sure things go the way you want them to go. Three of Swords. And there's more to the story here too. So the Three of Swords is saying, sometimes when you move to the new, it's bittersweet. There's always a little bit of heartache there. There's a little bit of disappointment, when you build a beautiful new home, but you're leaving the apartment that you spent your happiest years in. It's bittersweet. I remember that time, and it was bittersweet. I didn't want to leave. I felt safe there, and I was going to the unexpected. So it looks like there's this life experience, as grand and beautiful as it is, and it's going to catapult you into a bigger energy. There's a little bit of, maybe that's why the moon showed up here. There's a little bit of sadness. There's a little bit of holding back. Yep. Five of air. So we've got the Five of Wands, Five of air. Five is change. Change. And the air is, I feel you have to review how you're thinking about this. Okay, so this little disappointment that you had to fight for to make it the right way, to get things done the way you want them to be done, could be difficult for you. It could be difficult for you. Okay, but don't get stuck in your head. Air is like your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and the five is like you're listening to everybody. You're not making a solid choice from your own introspection. You're listening to what he says and she says, and you need to pay attention to this because you want to make the right choice for this amazing life experience to happen. I guess this is why I heard the wow. And I guess that's why the angels are saying, what do you need to release? What do you need to release? It could be something that you regret, or it could be someone who is so negative in your head that you need to let it go. All right, what do you need to release for this big life experience to happen? Underline, wow, the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever this big life experience is, if you've been concerned about money, if you've been worried about money, worry. If you've been fearful about money, worry. What do you need to release? Worry. It's changing. Things are changing in your life, and this is very, very positive. 10 of Pentacles is, yay, you made it. You're successful. You've got it all. Okay? But there may be a price to pay. What is it? What are you giving up that you're having such a hard time giving up? Is it your old location? Is it this Queen of Earth? Is it old heartache? Is it just leaving, one place that you've lived for most of your life to move to a totally new place? That could be it. And maybe you're carrying some regret or guilt or fear. What do you need to release? Cancer. Oof. I with the 10 of Pentacles, here's what I said. This could be bittersweet, and here's your answer. Here's the 10 of Fire. So you got the 10 of Pentacles, which is success, money. And then you have the 10 of Fire, which is, yeah, you're going to have the money, but man, you're going to be working your butt off and you're stressed out. And here's what you need to do. You need to let go of something. You're pushing yourself too hard, Cancer. You're so in tune to having the success that you're going to stress yourself out, and you don't want that to become a health concern. So balance, bring yourself back into balance, get a little introspective, think of what you need to release, look at the bigger picture. The water's giving me hiccups now. Look at the bigger picture. What can you do to alleviate some of this stress? Can you get help? Sometimes it's just getting more takeout dinners, hiring a cleaning lady, delegating more at work. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Underline, the Emperor. So some of you may have a new opportunity coming, and I'm going to tell you, the boss is like a slave driver. So you got to watch that, okay? You got to claim your power and speak up for what you want. This may be a big company that that's what I felt in the beginning. Like, this is a big opportunity coming for you, Cancer. And you have to make sure, remember, because I pulled the Hierophant and I said, well, usually that's like, the church or matters of the, big matters like that, religious, big organizations. But the Emperor is big too. So this is about something big happening. This is the wow. It's a big organization, a big company, a big change in your life experience. Everything's changing. Maybe it's getting married and you're scared to death. What do you need to release? Perhaps it's fear. Okay, so here's, could be marriage. Maybe it's a divorce. It's for the better. It's absolutely for the better. And you're going to be fine. You make out fine financially. You do have to, though, guard your heart in a way that, and when I say guard your heart, I don't mean hold on to all the pain and everything and keep your heart closed off. No, and that's a bad choice of words. Honor your heart. Honor your heart. Keep it open. Find some forgiveness. What do you need to release? Okay, it's time to let something or someone go. Old ways, old thinking. It's time to let them go. Tell us more about this Emperor and this Hierophant and the opportunity that's coming for Cancer. This amazing life experience, which here's another sign with the 7 life experience. Tell us more about this. Okay. Tell us more about this for Cancer. Ooh, I never saw that card before. I'm going to pull one from the top too. I would like 3 here. Oh, wow. So the first card was Metatron, 6th chakra. Use your intuition, see things clearly. Your Archangel Metatron, your 6th chakra, being tuned in, breathe through that chakra, keep it clear. This will help you look at the bigger picture because you'll have a better focus of things. Okay, this will help you expand your point of view. Strategy. Then have a plan on what it is you need to release, what it is you need to let go of, and what it is and how you're going to stand up for yourself. And then patience. Have the patience to let it all unfold. You know it's happening. You know it's coming. You know it's going to be good. Almost, I have to say bittersweet, only because of you, because not because of something someone's doing to you now, but because of the emotions you're holding on to from the past. So this 3 of Swords, I keep feeling like, oh, tell us what Cancer can do. This is the Guardian Angel deck. Tell us what Cancer can do to move through this beautiful energy and this new job, new career, new endeavor in life, perhaps marriage or divorce. 3 of Swords could be a divorce. Stand up for yourself. Be true to yourself. Significant life event that leads to powerful change. Time to spread your wings. And then the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Fire. So I know you're making a lot of money, but you're doing a lot of work. I want one card off the top. 8 of Abundance. Yep, so I was saying a lot of money. 8 of Abundance. Here's a little boy and girl adding it up. I also like that balance. I like the balance that comes in. This is a time of learning and honing your skills. Okay, honing your skills. That's where you stand up for yourself, you get things together. You may feel inspired to go back to school, take seminars on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. So that's pretty much what you're reading. I was really leaning to primarily because of this card and the Hierophant and the Emperor. I felt it was like a big corporation. The key to success is in the details. Make a plan. We talked about that. Have the strategy, right? The key to success is in the details. Monitor your projects carefully because you don't want to burn out. The 10 of Fire. Lots happening. Lots of work. Lots that you'll be doing. Whew, you have a lot of changes coming up, Cancer. So get ready. I have to put one from Life Purpose. Is there any guidance on this career? Guidance on this career. What is the best career path for this Scorpio at this time? Who's ever tuned in right now, if you're tuning in and you have Cancer somewhere in your chart, you were meant to hear some of this. If none of this is making any sense to you, then it's not your read. Simple as that. Wow. I never saw this card before either. I never pulled this card out of this deck. Infinite, I didn't know it existed. Infinite abundance. You're fully supported. I'm going to cough. As you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Well, that's it. The reading just ended. And on a very, very good note, infinite abundance for Cancer.